Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area. And this is a video that will be on multi-view drawings. For these, it's actually just going to be sketching. You're not going to be using any straight edge. As you can see by my example that I did here in a red pencil, I just did it by hand. Again, you want to try to keep lines straight as you can, but if not, that doesn't take away from the drawing. Uh, I put this one on here just so if my students want to stop and take a look at it as a reference point. Here's your A view, which is your front view, which is down here. C view is the top view looking straight down, and then of course B is the side view. Understanding that you're going to have three types of lines. You have your solid lines, which mean that is an edge that you can see. A small dash line, which is a hidden line, meaning it is there, you just can't see it from that view, so it is hidden from sight. And then this one right here, just as an example, these two dash lines, this is the top view that I'm looking at. You can't see this opening here. So the dash lines are for the ends of these, where these arcs are. And then the center lines to let you know that this is circular. If I didn't have those center lines, then those it would mean that these would be squared off. So I wanted to show this before I go into sketching one. If you have any questions on this, feel free to email me. But I'd like to do one just and explain it to you while I'm doing it. Hopefully this camera will work for me. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top view. So seeing we've got this side over here. And again, this isn't going to be to any kind of scale. I just want to sketch it to there. And then I'm going to come over all the way. Then I'm going to go along this side. And I'm going to move this up a little bit more. And I want to draw, this is the top view of that. Now the first thing is we see this edge. So looking downward, I can see that edge. I'm just going to draw a line across there. Okay. And I can see this edge right here. Looking down, I can actually draw that like that. And technically we don't use that there. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so that's we're looking at from the top. Now this arcway, we can't see that. So I'm just going to say this is just in a little bit. So I'm going to put a dashed line because I can't see it from the top. And then I'm going to do this other dashed line for this other side. And then of course a center line going through it. Letting the viewer know that this is arced. Now still looking down, I can't see this circle. And that's just within this ledge. So I would draw a dashed line there. This is for the circle. And then draw a center line through there. And that would get me the top view. Now, when I look at the front view, and understanding this is all the same object, so the front view has to be the same width as the top view. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to draw this down like this. Then I'm going to draw this over. And notice I'm trying to keep my lines straight. Obviously, sometimes they go a little crooked, but that's okay. And let's see, this is a front view. Now we've got this ledge right here. Actually, we'll do this first one here. So we know that that's right there. Now for these edges, we can come and draw extend these down. That's a little taller than I want it, but you'll get the idea. Then I've got my circle here. And again, I can't see this on the back side, but all I can see is this top. I cannot see that top line, so I'll just do a little dash along there like that. And then, of course, a center line to show that it is circular. See, and this is a little distorted, but again, the idea is just to sketch it up and have the lines in the correct position. Now, the last thing that I have is this view, the side view, which I'm going to, if this is the front view, the side view has to be the same height. So I'm going to make sure that line is like that. I'm going to go ahead and, already making a mistake here. So this is the side view. And go over like that, come down, go over, do the arc, bring this over to here. Okay, so the first thing that I can't see from the side is where this curve is. So from the edge of where that curve would be, I would have a dash line. And that's really from this point right here. And then, of course, a center line to let you know that that's arced. And then right up here, this is coming straight across from this circle. And this is drawing that edge. Okay, so that is sketching up a multi-view drawing. And again, you know, mine's off a little bit. For right now, all I want you to do is get the idea of how the multi-view drawings go. If you don't if you're still struggling with it, I want to catch it while you're sketching it, not while you're trying to do it to an exact measurement. So this is what I'm expecting on your next assignments to work on, sketch it up, and remember that if this had been, well, let's just say if this had been squared, more like a shaft, then this center line and this center line would go away, because that would let me know that that's squared off. But as we can see, it's not squared off. Okay, so take a look at that. I'm going to be doing another video where it's more exact, but for the exercises that I'm giving you right now, this is the video to watch. Also, just as a side note, you know, I don't want y'all to forget about these, your two scales, okay, not rulers. And as I've told other students, if you want to practice these, just come like this and just draw different lengths of lines. Okay, you can do as many as you want. Then find you a scale. You know, this could be 1 inch equals 50. 1 inch equals 30. And then you can come over here to the architectural and do 1/2 inch equals a foot, or 1/4 inch equals a foot, and say 1 inch equals 20 feet. So this would be engineer, architect, architect, engineer, engineer, and you measure it. Just go ahead and grab your scale, come down there and say, okay, this is 243 feet. Okay. You do a sheet of those, take a picture of it and send it to me. That's not part of your assignments, but it's part of the practicing to learn these two objects, these two scales, because you will be using these in the industry, which I know I keep stressing. And it's very important that you know those, that you can, you're able to, by the end of this class, let's say this one here, 1/4 inch equals a foot, that you grab a scale and you go, okay, here it is right here. Here's a 1/4 inch. And I know that that's 16, 17. Move this down. It's 17 feet, 7 inches. That's how fast I want you to be able to do it by the time this course is over. Come over here and grab a scale, engineer scale, 1 to 30. Come over here and measure it. That's 150 feet. Okay. So practice these. Also, work on your assignments where you're just going to sketch. And that concludes this video. Thank you.